Hi, ladies and gentlemen, dear travelers, good evening. One beautiful Friday evening again once more, and Shadows is inviting you on a lovely trip. And we will be sharing with you some pointings as we continue to appreciate all feedbacks we are receiving from past shows. Today, we're going to discuss a topic that is not often discussed, but thought of all the time. But first, shadow, shadow, shadow. Where are you? Here I am. I am shadow. I am shadow. I am in you. I am with you. I am visible. I am invisible. Everyone, everybody has a shadow. It grows and matures with us as the day moves on, changing in lengths and angles. From birth to death, my shadow stays with me, appearing and disappearing. When I'm invisible, I am under you, and we call this midday. When I'm longest, I am impressive, and we call it dawn or twilight. The shadow is that part of us, that part of our story and memory we are not proud of, that part of our experience we are not very comfortable. It can as well be the element of pride, contempt, and arrogance we ignore or are not aware of. The shadow can also be the shade under which you stop by for a minute to let the pressure of the midday sun go away so you can build up strength and continue. And that shadow can equally be the talent, the gift, the genius you're hiding in you, you're not feeling comfortable enough to bring up. It may be the turning point we are looking forward to. The shadow can be also that safe place, that comforting shoulder on which you lean when it becomes really difficult, the journey on earth. It is that which haunts us, it scares us, it makes us shiver, revealing our doubts, fears, and uncertainties. Shadow, you make us question our outcomes, you are really hard to bear at times. We resign and surrender to you as we realize shadows will always be there with us. Whenever you have the shadow, know the light is close by. We only have the dark because there is the light. The shadow is the product of the light. When you have the shadow, look to the opposite and you will see the light. Don't look to the shadow. Don't look to your pain. Look to the wisdom, the grace that comes on the other side of your pain and your tribulations. Ask your pain to lead you to the light that changes your life. Bring us your shadow. Let them come to rest. Finally, let them build a purpose in your life. Let your shadow be, let my shadow be, and let our shadow be smile. Dear travelers, always a pleasure to be here every Friday evening to share with you wisdom that comes from the greatest of sources and inspirations that we gather from everyday practice as a clinical counselor, a mind-body therapist, and a beauty consultant. Today, I am 60 years and above. How old are you? Aujourd'hui, j'ai 60 ans et plus. Vous avez quel âge? Comment ça sonne dans vos oreilles d'entendre cela? J'ai 60 ans et plus. Est-ce que vous êtes fier de l'annoncer? Est-ce que vous êtes mal à l'aise quand on vous rappelle de votre âge? Est-ce que vous avez 59 ans et demi et vous imaginez ce qui va arriver à 60 ans? Are you 59 years, 6 months, and you're thinking about your 60th anniversary? Is it the end of something? Is it the start of something new? What are the reflections that go after the age 60 in most of our minds? It is a significant social, physical, and emotional moment of change. What does it mean to be 60 years and above? This is a multifaceted life stage that includes significant physical and social transitions, newfound freedom, and immense potentials for purpose and fulfillment. While some may experience health challenges, this period is increasingly viewed as an opportunity for growth, for wisdom, and redefining one's purpose. While some may experience health challenges, this period is increasingly viewed as an opportunity for growth, for wisdom, and redefining one's priorities. Alors, quelle est la réflexion qui tourne autour de cet âge de 60 ans et plus? Qu'est-ce que ça signifie pour vous? C'est un moment quand même signifiant, avec beaucoup de transitions sur le plan social, émotionnel et même physique. Et alors, ils peuvent présenter certains challenges à d'autres, mais beaucoup pensent que c'est un moment de liberté qui s'annonce avec beaucoup d'immenses potentiels qui nous donnent une opportunité d'accomplissement. Ils nous donnent la possibilité pour des accomplissements. Ça peut présenter des soucis de santé pour certains, effectivement, mais de plus en plus, on voit plus 60 et plus comme une opportunité de croissance, de la sagesse et une opportunité de nous pour définir nos priorités. At 60, one is classified as older, elderly, or senior. The UN and the WHO use 60 as a standard threshold of, it means entering a period of significant life changes. Donc, les organisations de la santé mondiale et l'Union et la Nation Unie voient l'âge 60 comme un point tournant dans la vie de l'être humain. Donc, ils se disent qu'on est considéré comme un senior, comme un vieux, oui, bien sûr, et comme un adulte, donc quelqu'un mûr. Et alors, c'est une phase où on entre dans des changements assez signifiants dans notre vie sur le plan, ou sur les aspects comme la retraite. La retraite, c'est-à-dire une de ces mots qui ont été créés, que je n'ai jamais compris comment ça s'applique pour moi et pour pas mal de gens. Il y a la croissance de la capacité de plus en plus forte de l'éveil de cette personne, la redéfinition de ses priorités et pas mal de défis à surmonter et bien sûr de nouvelles opportunités et des ouvertures pour la croissance. So what are these significant life changes? They come as retirement, one of these words that I use all the time, which I've never really put an identity to it. And there is increased self-awareness, there is redefined priorities, and there are potentials for changes and then new opportunities for growth. The challenges that come with after 60 can be health challenges. We will start referring to the bone structure, the bone density, and the performance around the articulations. We will be looking at sight, hearing, etc. There are societal challenges, shifts in the family dynamics, many changes leading to social isolation. You just end up in the house alone. You know, everybody has gone. They are in boarding school, and even when they are leaving boarding school, they are traveling to different cities. They are gaining their independence. Exploration is taking them further. They are living what you live. And then, of course, there are new realities. Lifestyles have to adjust at the level of your finances, new social acquaintances. The landscape actually changes. Alors, il y a des challenges qui viennent d'abord sur le plan de la santé. Qu'est-ce qui se passe sur le plan de la santé? Il y a des soucis au niveau de vue, au niveau de l'écoute, donc le oui. Souvent, ça devient faible, ça devient difficile. Et on doit porter les lunettes ou bien on a vraiment des sérieux problèmes liés à la vue. Et bien sûr, les os c'est du 6, la sclérose, les articulations. Et de plus en plus, il y a des difficultés à ces niveaux. Sur le plan sociétal, il y a la dynamique familiale qui change. Vous vous retrouvez seul à la maison un jour parce qu'on ne vous a pas avisé. Pas d'avertissement, et tout le monde s'éloigne parce qu'il découvre aussi ce que vous avez découvert et donc vous vous retrouvez seul, vous devez recomposer. Des fois la maison est tellement grande, un duplex, 8 chambres, oui, il était vraiment en train de bouger à un moment donné, maintenant vous vous retrouvez seul. Seulement pour balayer, monter les escaliers, pour aller prendre à gauche, à droite, vous commencez à poser à ce moment des questions. Et bien sûr, on se retrouve des fois isolé, oui, effectivement. Et il y a d'autres réalités sur le plan de la mode de vie. Il y a des ajustements à faire sur ses finances, il y a des ajustements à faire sur ses rapports, ses relations sociales et bien sûr, c'est tout un autre, des nouvelles qualités d'amis ou des nouvelles fréquentations qu'il faut trouver convenables. Qu'est-ce qui est positif? Il y a la liberté. Avant, il fallait courir derrière rentrée scolaire, amener des enfants à l'école, les rapports, aller au travail. Maintenant, vous vous retrouvez avec beaucoup de temps. Il y a le plaisir de se sentir seul. Vous pouvez commencer de nouveaux passions et vous pouvez même commencer un nouveau métier, un nouveau travail ou repartir même à l'école. C'est une phase où on peut vraiment rentrer dans l'essentiel, the here and now, c'est-à-dire des distractions inutiles, le surcharge, on commence à simplifier les choses. Il y a la sagesse, beaucoup de choses ne nous dérangent plus. On a la maturité de comprendre d'où ça mène et il y a des connexions sociales assez fortes, on a vécu différentes expériences maintenant, on sait ce qui marche, ce qui ne marche pas. Et la vie est menée par des objectifs. On se bat et on s'ennuie seulement avec l'essentiel, ce qui compte. So, on the negative side of it, we talked of the shift in the family dynamic and so on. Isolation may come in, we become lonely because the house was very big, many rooms, and everybody's gone. You are there alone. You have to go up and down the stairs. You speak and the walls echo back to you. This can be interesting. You know, it was very active, boisterous, but now you're alone, or just two of you, or, you know, and it can be a situation that is challenging mentally. You have to adjust to that. There are positive things, however. The children are not there. You have a cool head. You had dreams, visions you wanted to accomplish. This is time for you to focus on them. Well, you can read, you can reflect, you can meditate, you can actually conceive and start a new career. You may go on to learn new skills and be able to develop new, go into new passions. Then, of course, it's a happier decade. You are concerned with the here and now, not unnecessary distractions. You move only when you have no justifications to make to whoever. Then, of course, your wisdom grows because you have the time to see why 1 and 1 doesn't make 2 in some situations. And then, of course, you have stronger social connections. You have experimented. You know who really mean and matter to you. You've tried a lot. You've gone left and right. You have seen the nights and the days of everyone. You know who are real, authentic. And there you stay. And then, of course, your life is purpose-driven. Only what matters, only what truly matters, matters. That's the only thing that can get you time. Beautiful introduction, of course. You are 50, it will be soon there. You are after 60, you are in it. You are 60, you are just starting. And this dynamic has different versions of the 60 till we quit. So let us have a jingle and we'll try to learn from what the brain scientists, the psychologists, what have they put together for the people who just clock 60 and plus. On va avoir le jingle et tout de suite voir ce que les psychologues ont trouvé sur ces personnes qui viennent de pointer 60 et plus. Beautiful. Traditionally, around the age 60 has been considered the end of the developmental period of the middle adulthood and the start of the late adulthood. So these are reflections that are coming from those who study the psychosocial stages of human development, the developmental stages. So in this period of transition, the common experiences are anticipating and experiencing. There is grandparentinghood, and then of course changes in work and leisure time, resource directed towards the maintenance of what is functioning, and then of course the regulation of the losses. You see, our energies have very well tailored, and then of course there is enjoying of the new roles with and the experiences of the high levels of mental health and well-being. All of this will depend on the individual. What is the individual carrying as psycho-capital, all the capitals and resources. Alors donc, traditionnellement, lorsqu'on a 60, on dit c'est la fin de la partie moyenne de l'adulte et le début de la partie avancée de la vie adulte. Et donc, c'est la dernière phase de la classification des étapes de développement psychosocial de l'homme à partir de la naissance jusqu'à la disparition. C'est la période où il y a pas mal de transitions et les expériences vécues sont l'anticipation et bien sûr l'expérience d'être un grand-parent. C'est une autre phase de la vie qui est assez particulière. Il y a les changements dans la culture du travail et les heures libres. Tous nos efforts sont dirigés vers l'entretien de ce qui marche et bien sûr la régulation de tout ce qu'on a perdu. Donc on commence à entrer en harmonie avec ce qu'on a perdu et accepter cela. Et bien sûr, c'est comme ça qu'on trouve l'équilibre. Et puis, la jouissance des nouvelles fonctions à tous les niveaux et profiter de la santé mentale et le bien-être qui viennent avec ces moments lorsqu'il a été bien planifié. Et bien sûr, il y a aussi le fait que ça dépend de comment vous avez vécu les premiers 59 ans. Quels sont vos capitaux? Quels sont capitaux psychologiques? Quelles sont vos ressources? C'est cela. Mental health and well-being are some of these factors that have to be adjusted. Individual personality traits are some of the aspects that we look into. Your attitudes and your coping mechanisms, your support systems and resources, financial, family relationships, and so on, your network, your adjustment to societal challenges, for example, digitalization, modernization, and of course, attitude towards aging population. How does your community treat adults? Do they see you like a load, like a distraction, like a stress, like somebody to be relegated by the side? Do they see you like a blessing, a gift, in a family? That will affect how you navigate this transition. And then, of course, the lifelong processes are rooted in what our childhood experiences were. Alors, donc, quels sont ces ajustements qui vont naturellement nous interpeller? C'est d'abord notre état de bien-être, notre santé mentale, c'est notre des traits personnalité, donc notre personnalité, type de personnalité, quelles sont nos ressources de s'en sortir dans des situations difficiles et notre attitude envers les expériences de la vie. Quels sont les systèmes de soutien que nous avons en termes de finances, donc les ressources financières, les ressources des relations comme familiales, comment est-ce que ces institutions sont organisées autour de nous comme des supports sur lesquels on peut se reposer en cas de besoin, comment on s'adapte à des modifications à des évolutions dans la société, surtout la digitalisation, la maîtrise des AI, intelligence artificielle, l'informatisation de tout. Comment on va s'adapter à ces évolutions assez rapides et comment est-ce que votre société réagit envers les personnes mûres, les personnes âgées? Quelle est l'attitude? C'est un surcharge, c'est une source de stress, c'est une angoisse pour la famille ou bien c'est une bénédiction, c'est une grâce, c'est une ressource qui est à la disposition de la famille. Alors donc, tout ça va nous influencer en fonction de comment notre phase d'enfance était gérée, quelles sont les expériences que nous avons vécues et comment nous avons su le maîtriser en termes de capacité de s'adapter à tout ce qui était comme challenge. Monsieur le psychanalyste Erik Erikson a travaillé sur le développement psychosocial, les étapes du développement psychosocial de l'homme et selon lui, l'âge 60, c'est la phase qui mène deux combats ou deux opposés, l'intégrité et le désespoir. So, Erik Erikson, the psychoanalyst and the expert in psychosocial stages of development of the human being from birth to death, brings up the age 60 as the phase, the stage of integrity and despair. This is the final stage of the human psychosocial developmental stage, and it's a time for rétrospective évaluation of one's life. C'est la dernière phase des étapes de développement psychosocial de l'homme, et c'est une phase de la rétrospection et l'évaluation de la vie de tout un chacun. S'il y a un sens après cette évaluation, si on se sent accompli, il y a l'intégrité qui s'installe, qui est une qualité qui permet le voyage de continuer de façon harmonieuse. Mais si nous avons les regrets, alors qu'on pense qu'on a gaspillé sa vie, il y a le désespoir, l'amertume et bien sûr la dépression qui est à la porte. Donc, notre intégrité va être facteur de comment la vie a été menée. So when we have a sense of accomplishment after this evaluation, integrity comes in as a resource for the rest of the journey, and it becomes predictable and beautiful. When we have regrets and we think that life was a waste, there is despair, there is bitterness, and of course depression on the appointment list. So achieving ego integrity allows for a feeling of wholeness and a peaceful acceptance of life experiences. L'intégrité ne veut pas dire que tout est bien marché. Il veut dire que ce qui n'est pas marché pouvait arriver et que ce n'est pas grave. Et quand nous avons cet état d'esprit, il y a la plénitude et on peut évoluer avec la paix et l'acceptation des différentes expériences de la vie. So ego integrity makes you accept life the way it is. It makes you look at what is ahead of you in a very positive manner, and this is peaceful and life becomes beautiful. Older adults develop a comprehensive sense of wisdom. They renew earlier stages of development, developing mature forms of psychological achievements they made when they were younger. Donc, quand on mûrit, on développe la capacité effectivement de regarder tous les acquis de notre enfance, de notre jeune âge, d'une autre façon, étant mieux aujourd'hui, d'accepter les aventures, d'admirer les risques qu'on a pris, de se féliciter là où on a réussi et de s'admirer là où on a échoué mais qu'on n'a pas laissé tomber, on a repris. Donc, toutes les expériences de l'enfance, la maturité à l'âge mûr et de regarder tout cela et de se féliciter, peu importe comment ça s'est passé, parce qu'à la fin de la journée, vous êtes encore là et vous devez finir avec une note qui est une note admiratrice. En ce qui concerne le fonctionnement du cerveau, as far as neuroscience is concerned, the brain undergoes structural changes like shrinking in volume, reducing blood flow, and the number of neurons drop. There is slower processing of the memory, and there's of course short-term memory loss, and then the cortex has less ability to process the memory. The brain retains plasticity, so the capacity of the brain to adapt to these challenges and keep improving is still there, even though there's lost its material. There is the ability to adapt, a healthy lifestyle, and it can be done through physical activity, mental engagement, and social connections to help promote a successful cognitive aging and to delay dementia. Donc le fait que nous prenons de l'âge ne veut pas dire qu'avec la perte en matière du cerveau, donc le cerveau en termes de volume, les neurones diminuent, le volume du cerveau diminue, la rétention des mémoires est affaiblie, l'habilité de gérer les différents messages qui traversent le cerveau diminue également, la quantité du sang qui circule dans le cerveau diminue et bien sûr l'oxygénation du cerveau va baisser à ce moment. Ceci n'empêche pas la plasticité du cerveau, c'est-à-dire le cerveau s'adapte à ces challenges, même s'il y a des besoins accrus, des exigences intelligentes. Vous allez voir qu'avec les exercices mentaux, éveillés, études, lecture et bien sûr une activité physique riche, il y a la capacité du cerveau de continuer à être efficace. Bien sûr, il faut avoir une vie engagée, ne laisse pas la dépression s'installer, une network social qui est bien efficace, ça aide à promouvoir une cognition étant vieillissant mais toujours efficace, et les problèmes comme la démentie ne vont pas vous atteindre. Alors, les statistiques montrent qu'entre 20 et 60 ans, on perd 0,1% de la matière grise, mais entre 60 et 90 ans, 11% de cette matière diminue. Alors, surtout au niveau du cortex prefrontal. So, statistics are clear. We lost 20 to 60% of brain material. In 20 to 60 years, we lost 0.1% of brain material. Between 60 and 90 years, we lost 11% of brain material, especially the prefrontal cortex, which is the seat of intelligence and reasoning of the higher brain. So these are factors that are meant for us to be able to adapt our lifestyle so as to be more efficient. We will have a jingle and we'll be having a contribution from Dr. Dennis Saini from the United States, psychologist and psychotherapist who always comes on this program. Welcome, Dr. Dennis. After the jingle, we'll have Dr. Dennis.
Hello, I'm speaking on the topic, I am 60 years and above. I am 60 years plus, but I don't want to fuss about my progression in age. There's much I can do, and you can do too, as we enter our life's next great stage. I'm retired after working most of my life, and I have an empty nest too. My children are grown, they've left their old home, but I play with my grandchild. That's new. Being 60 years and above, these are things that I don't want to do. I don't want to sit at home alone waiting for something interesting to happen. I don't want to get up in the morning when I don't feel like it, or have to rush to get somewhere I don't want to be. I don't want to do anything I don't want to do. I don't have to. Being 60 years and above, these are things I want to do. I want to be the boss of me and create my own lifestyle. I want to do all of the things I said I wanted to do in the past, but had no time or money to do them. I want to travel. I want to see new places and do new things. I want to be who I truly am and was meant to be. Being 60 years and above, these are things I can't do. I can no longer physically have children. I can't run 10 miles in 1 minute. I can't change the past. Being 60 years and above, these are things that I can do. I can teach my grandchildren and other children and even adults how to live in this world and find peace. By sharing my story or writing a book. I can keep myself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually fit by eating healthy foods, exercising and dancing, drinking clean water, getting good amounts of sleep during the night, by thinking good thoughts, by sharing with friends, by laughing and singing and being grateful, and by seeing and feeling God's presence in all that there is. I can embrace all that I was, all that I am, and all that I will be. I can forgive and be restored. I can love myself more and more. This is how I see the world now. As the biggest university, I see the universe teaching me and supplying resources so that I may learn and grow, discover and evolve. This is how I see my life now. No matter what happened or didn't happen, my life was meant to be. And everything that I touched or that touched me was made to happen and added to the tapestry of my life and the life of the world, affecting everything in some way and everyone in the world. Now, I want to express my passions and discover my mission. I want to know my meaning in this world, and I want to know my contributions to it. We all have a role to play, and we're all part of the great puzzle, life. I want to know who I am, and I want to know God. This is Dr. Denise Hines Zaami from the diaspora in the USA, encouraging you to love yourself and to love your life, no matter what point of it you're at this moment. You can always improve. You can always do more. My mother Audrey always told me, where there is life, there is hope. Be well.
We are assembled here today to glorify you. Yesterday, no one knew that this could come true. Yet in our hearts, some were boasting that they made it. Never thinking of the ones who tried and failed. Ooh, we thank the Lord for giving us this mystery. There is no doubt your message keeps on spreading. And this will be by the power of your mighty hand. On our knees as your servants we agree. If you look into the distant past, many years ago, did any dream of all this splendor? The church is growing every day, and the Holy Spirit in this place that you can see. From the numbers, the joy, our smiles, and the beauty everywhere. You take away our fears and let us lean on you, Lord. Do you know how much I love you? Did I ever say how much I love you? For there is just no other one beside you. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead us through. Oh, take a hand, precious Lord, and lead us through. Hey, take a hand, precious Lord, and lead us through. Hey, 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 take a hand, precious Lord, and lead us through. Oh, take a hand, precious Lord, and lead us through. us, Lord, and lead us through. You look into the distant past when you were a little boy. Did any dream of such a splendor? And of course, when you hear God's word, harden not your hearts. The Bible teaches that the elderly are to be respected, valued for their wisdom, and should continue to serve by guiding younger generations. God promises to be with you throughout your life. Live your senior years with faith, purpose, and humility. These are the true seniors. We have seniors that are a calamity. La Bible dit que on doit adorer, respecter nos aînés, nos grands-parents, parce qu'ils sont sages et que cette sagesse les conduit dans la humilité, vivre une vie qui a un objectif à atteindre, et avec humilité. Mais comme je disais, nous avons des vieux qui sont la misère pour leur famille et pour leur population. Donc les vieux délinquants, we have some senior citizens that are a real calamity. So I don't think that is what the Bible is asking. In Leviticus 19:32, you shall rise before the gray-headed and honor the presence of an old man and fear your God. I am the Lord. Proverbs 16:3, the silver head is a crown of glory if it is found in the way of righteousness. If it is found in the way of righteousness, it is a crown of glory. Because sometimes we find them in the way of misery and real calamities. In 1 Timothy 5:1-2, never speak harshly to an older man, but appeal to him respectfully as you would to your own father. Treat the old woman as you would your own mother. Rumi, this wise of the Middle East, talks about the old age. He sees old age not as a decline but as a spiritual maturity. He sees aging as a process, the loss of the physical beauty and strength, as God taking back a borrowed robe. God is taking back what he borrowed to you and compelling the soul to focus on what is eternal rather than on temporarily worldly appearance. I am not this hair, I am not this skin, I am the soul that lives within you or within. I am the soul that lives within me. I'm not my body, I'm not my skin, I'm not my hair. So God gave you a wrapper, a coat, which was this body. As he is trying to take it back, it was a borrow. Relax and focus on your soul. Rumi, this is so beautiful. We'll have a jingle and a commercial break, and of course we'll continue to read some beautiful messages from Mr. Dr. Gabo Mate Anderson. Jingle and commercial break.
Is beauty your passion? Do you doubt your natural talents? Do you have free time to idle around each day and more? Chiangong Hair Beauty and Fashion School and Academy offers you a successful career. Graduates and school dropouts alike develop competence in hairdressing, beauty therapy, therapeutic massage, special makeup, nail art, spa management, and so much more. An international and bilingual school and academy since 1984. Accredited by the Ministry of Employment and Vocational Training. Chiangong Hair Beauty and Fashion. Creativity with discipline. More than 35 years of experience. Head office 545 Rue Sylvanie Bernabe, Aqua Douala, Cameroon. Contact +237 675 882872 or 677 856768. Bonamusadi Agency, Viva Coiffure in your building zone A Douala. Contact +237 653 560196. Facebook, Emmanuel Chiangong.
Congratulations, Chiangong Beauty and Fashion School. Enrollments are going on now, so you can actually take advantage of this message, and then of course go with whoever you wish to sponsor in the beauty school. If it's you, you're welcome. We receive boys and girls from the ages of 16 till above 60 years. You can come in for massage therapy, for hairdressing, for beauty therapy. You have a world-class training in Cameroon, in Douala. Donc, les inscriptions sont en cours dans le centre de formation professionnelle. Vous pouvez venir inscrire, prendre des formations de coiffure, beauté, bien-être, le massage thérapeutique et différents soins, tout ce qui concerne la beauté, onglerie, maquillage. Et venez accompagné par celui qui vous accompagne dans la formation. De 16 ans à plus de 60 ans, vous êtes éligible pour l'inscription. Ça sera un plaisir de vous recevoir. Le docteur Maté est un expert dans le traumatisme, quelqu'un qui a dédié sa vie pour aider tous ceux qui souffrent avec le traumatisme. Trauma is his expert. His name is Gabo Matel. He's writing with his son Daniel Mate. All my relations, I have often heard these greetings when visiting native communities in Canada. These are the places where my country, to its shame, sees the highest level of physical and mental illness, addictions, and early death, a tragic situation analogous with that of similarly colonized Aboriginal populations in the United States and Australia. The phrase, as I understand it, refers to the individual's multidimensional bond with the entire world, including people, from close relatives to strangers, from the living to the ancestors who lived long before, and also the rock, the plants, the earth, the sky, and all creatures. Ancient culture have long understood that we exist in relationships to all, are affected by all, and affect all. In the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita, the divine avatar Krishna declares, they live in wisdom who see themselves in all and all in them. They live in wisdom who sees themselves in all and all in them. And the early 17th century cleric and poet John Donne famously mused, no man is an island, entire of itself. He composes this line, perhaps not coincidentally, during a period of illness and convalescence. Walt Whitman, writing in mid-19th century America, could have crippled the verses cited in the above epigraph from today's quantum physics. No man is an island. You are wise and you are walking in the road, in the steps of the divine. If you see yourself in the order and the order in you, how then can you hurt the order if you dare to see like this? In 1962, the leading British cancer physician David Smithers published a paper of prophetic force. He explored cancer as a process, not the disease of individual cells gone wrong, but as a manifestation of an imbalanced environment, merely the terminal event in a much longer progressive chain of circumstances with no distinctive starting point. Doctors and researchers, he wrote, do not experience cancer's essential dynamic qualities. They see its static effect, not the process in action. The activity of cells, Smitha pointed out, is possibly only in relation to their environment, and none of these actions can be explained by laws governing intracellularity initiated events alone. That prescient assertion has been more than validated by the half-century of research since. I now have a much more complex view of causation. Steve Cole told me, if you get a disease, a whole series of things had to have gone wrong. If you are ill, know a whole series of things have to have gone wrong. Don't just look at the disease. Try to see where it started and what your role has been in bringing to it. It is a journey that started long ago. You are just looking at the arrival. So some of that may be related to your genes, Some that may be related to the pathogen exposure. Some of it is related to heart life, the way that can wreak wear and tear on the body and on what would otherwise be resilient tissue. It is better to think of it as a multi-step causation. One of the things many diseases have in common is inflammation, acting as a kind of a fertilizer for the development of illness. We've discovered that when people feel threatened, insecure, especially over an extended period of time, our bodies are programmed to turn on inflammatory genes. Inflammation is a defense mechanism. I provoke reading. I make you want to read. And these are beautiful literatures that will change your view of your life, and that will make you, when you get into 60, you will be a piece of joy to everybody who meets you and not a source of concern. So the messages are very clear, and they all come in together with the subjects that we are treating. The whole mission of Shadows is to educate, enhance, and enlighten you so you fall on the track of your spiritual journey here on earth and be a blessing to the next person that you meet. This is happening, so your purpose of life will be attained, and this is absolutely wonderful. Now we'll have a jingle and we'll go meet the therapist and have the meditation before we separate. We have the jingle. Therapy for the aging is called geriatric therapy, which is a specific approach that as psychotherapists we have to adopt when dealing with people at the ages of 60 and going upwards, because it's a special phase like you saw. We cannot ignore that, and of course we call that geriatric counseling. Common concerns are depression, anxiety disorders, stress related to health issues, grief from the death of loved ones, loneliness, social isolation, cognitive changes, and memory challenges. There is adjusting to the life of transition, physical health, mobility issues, and a sense of purpose. Lorsqu'on a 60 ans et plus, notre souci psychologique est particulier et généralement tourne autour des éléments que je vais vous présenter. Et donc l'approche thérapeutique est très particulière pour nous les psychothérapeutes lorsqu'on doit accompagner des soucis mentaux des personnes à cet âge. Il y a une approche thérapeutique qui est assez spéciale. En anglais, on appelle ça geriatric counseling. Alors les soucis de santé mentale tournent autour de l'anxiété, la dépression, des stress liés aux soucis de santé comme la diabète, des fois l'hypertension ou le problème cardiaque ou ayant eu un AVC, ainsi de suite. Bon, il y a la perte, le deuil de la perte de personnes chères. Des fois, on a perdu son partenaire à ce moment-là. Il y a le problème de solitude qui est assez crucial. Et la solitude, même pas seulement au niveau de la famille, même la société. Il y a des soucis de travail intellectuel, la mémoire est fatiguée. Il y a les sens qui ne fonctionnent pas bien, le vu, comme le oui également. Il y a bien sûr des difficultés pour s'adapter à la transition de la phase où nous nous trouvons, de s'adapter à des réalités. Des fois, on ne voyait pas arriver et on est stressé. Et bien sûr, il y a des soucis liés à la mobilité. On peut avoir des soucis au niveau du système squelettal, musculaire ou les articulations. Des fois, on est complètement perdu. 60 ans est arrivé tellement vite. On est en retraite, comme on dit souvent. On doit arrêter le travail. On rentre à la maison. Pourtant, on n'a pas vu ça venir et on s'embrouille. Et ça peut faire panique. The therapies sont particular. We have cognitive behavioral therapies. We try to identify negative beliefs and the doubting thoughts or blocking beliefs that bring about anxiety and depression. We have reminiscence therapy. We encourage clients to reflect on the positive parts. Look at learn to admire your journey, look at the strong points and leave them and carry. On aide le client à admirer sa vie, les parcours, les réalisations, à être dans l'état de gratitude. Problem solving therapy, to be able to have a positive attitude towards challenges and even see opportunities in them. If to accompany them, to have the right frame mind, not to be from a point of being vulnerable and then let panic set in. Life view makes sense of the different experiences of life. Those that work, those that did not work. Interpersonal therapy is a new social phase. You are not, if you are a woman, you don't have the breast lifted. You have wrinkles on your face, but you are still charming and beautiful. You may not be seeing it. Interpersonal therapy is very important. You are appreciated. If you are a man, you have gray hair, you have gray beard, or you are not moving straight again, you have developed a pot belly, whatever. You may not be seeing again from that point. That's not more the standard of judgment, but you are still loving, charming, and even very sweet. So you will need to have assistance in viewing yourself at this phase. And of course, the appearance of wrinkles can just be another beautiful angle for a smile. Their group therapies help to create new social links, very, very helpful. And then, of course, helping you in the journey of acceptance and commitment to live this new approach. And of grief therapy for those who have lost their partners. You know, some have been married for 20, 40. When my mother lost my father, they have been married for 60 years. And it was a powerful journey for her alone. And yet, she believes that the young man is still around. And of course, not as a fixation, but as the beautiful memories of that life they shared together that are pushing her through this phase in which she are. So this is what actually interpersonal therapy will come in to build other resources around you so you can celebrate life rather than go into a depression. But there's something very important in my therapeutic approach. We have to re-examine your diet. We have to re-examine your breathing style. So we have to look at breath. We have to look at the body. We have to look at the mind, we look at the intellect, we have to look at the memory, and so on and so forth. We have to look at all of those aspects so that your diet is good, physical exercises, therapeutic exercise that suit. We put you on meditation programs. We help you to live the higher dimension. Like Rumi said, the body was borrowed and God is asking for it back. Focus on your soul. And that elevation can permit the body to go again to provide a lot. So actually, it was really the point that the therapists had to bring to us. And so if you are 60 and above and you think that it came too fast or you are confused, meet a therapist. If you think that you wasted your life and you are still here to take note of it, there's a lot you can do about it and you can do it so well. Meet a therapist and you will find the journey even very, very exciting. One thing is certain, you have gathered a lot of resources that you may not even be aware of. Alors si tu as 60 ans et plus et tu t'embrouilles ou bien tu penses que tu es perdu ou bien tu as tout raté, même si tu avais fait du mal à tous les membres de la famille, il y a un programme pour la réconciliation et tu vas encore passer le reste de ta vie en profitant de chaque seconde. Il n'est jamais trop tard. Il est impossible pour vous de penser qu'il n'est pas correct pour vous de penser que j'ai gâché ma vie. Ça, c'est le passé. Vous avez cette vie maintenant. Qu'est-ce que vous faites avec? Il est très important que vous pensiez à cela. Alors, time for meditation. Sit yourself up. It's a beautiful meditation that we look forward to at 60 and plus. And this will be, join me to float in a beautiful moment. As you let your shoulders drop and your smile blossoms, and light brings the luminosity to every cell of your body. Vous êtes lumineux comme une ampoule des orteils jusqu'au cuir chevelu. Parce que l'énergie qui vous traverse est celui d'un voyage qui a été fait avec beaucoup de gratitude que vous êtes encore là. There are many who didn't make it and you are still there. Celebrate. The existential questions are still validated. Why are you still here? Let the light come back to your eyes and let your fingers and your toes wriggle and let the smile brighten your face. Why are you still here? The life must have a purpose now. As you breathe in slowly, be aware of your body. And wherever you are feeling pain, Let the smile speak to the little pain in gentle caresses. Et pendant que vous respirez profondément, ressentez votre corps. Où est-ce que ça fait mal? Où est-ce que ça fait lourd? Envoyez le sourire lui caresser avec l'énergie, l'amour qui ne finit jamais et qui vient de plus profond de votre âme. Celui-là ne vieillit jamais. Your soul never gets old. Beautifully smile and celebrate 60 and plus. Souris et célébrez 60 et plus. Où sont ces nouveaux projets? Tu voulais créer un chant, jouer la guitare, voulais être chanteur, dessinateur, apprendre à utiliser la caméra, être photographe professionnel. Tu voulais être chimiste, cuisinier. You wanted to do kitchen work, bakery, play guitar, piano, sing, write poems, a chemist, do research, write a book. Start now. Commencez maintenant. Breathe in and slowly breathe out, and let the smile heal you, that you jump out of your darkness into light. Que la lumière vous guérit, que vous quittez cette obscurité et embrassez la lumière de 60 ans et plus. And slowly and gradually open your eyes. Fellow travelers, what a beautiful journey with those who are 60 years and above. We thank them for inspiring us and giving us the opportunity to share the wisdom. If you are 10 years old, it is as important to you as whoever missed the 60 and is 70 years. If you are still breathing, then this information was meant for you, and use it to bring light, life, and a smile to the faces around you every time you look out. And then, of course, the number on your screen was there for you to come back to us with your points, your contribution, your suggestions, and of course, your worries. We will be there for you at the therapist room. And then, of course, we want to thank Desley and the team that are always behind us, the management of BT Media Group, making shadows come to us every Friday and rebroadcast on Friday 9:30 p.m. and rebroadcast 8 p.m. on Sunday evenings. And of course, you go to Chiangong, Emmanuel Chiangong, Shadows by Emmanuel Chiangong Facebook page, Viva Coiffure Facebook page, Emmanuel Chiangong Facebook page. You have these programs there, and BT Media Group, you have it streaming as well. Love you all.